What's up, cool people? I'm Matt Conroy, and yeah, so I realized this video is a little late, or at least later than the schedule pattern that I seem to have gotten into, or at least that I was into for a while. Um, and a lot of that just has to do with the past few weeks, honestly. Like, I've just been busy, especially with work. Now, there's a little bit more to it than that, but even before my recent trip, I was working probably more than 40 hours for a couple of weeks there. Um, and not to mention the driving time back and forth, that adds to it probably. Well, I mean that adds like at least another hour a day. So that's probably in total, I was doing work related stuff at least 50 hours each week. So, anyway, hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to get to some new people at my job before too long. So that might ease things up so I don't have to work overtime. But anyway, so then there was the whole trip to Pennsylvania to visit my family and be there for my mom's birthday. So planning and doing stuff surrounding that kind of complicated things as well. So yeah, not to mention it completely unrelated to any of that. It's been, I don't know, just, well, maybe not completely unrelated, but it's been a little hard to feel motivated to record videos when I don't necessarily have all that much time to myself lately. Because not only is there that, but I've continued my, I've continued my volunteering at church and helping out that way, as well as my kind of like church group commitments, which I'm not saying anything bad about sticking to those. In fact, I plan on sticking with those. It's just that, man, I did not count on work being this time consuming. But I guess it was one of those things where I just hadn't really put enough weight on that with regard to how motivated I would then be or not to do other things in my spare time, namely this. But so again, I said hopefully that we'll get more people at work, and so I won't have to work overtime and do stuff like that. I mean, not that I necessarily had to before, but it was one of those things where, given the general timing of my shift and, the people available afterwards and how those things typically go, it wound up being super helpful to those who were still left after my scheduled shift. But anyway, yeah, I guess just to fill this video out and not have it be super short, I will say, speaking of short videos, I kind of had a thought for a couple seconds, like, maybe I should try out some of this whole YouTube short thing. But I only really have maybe a couple of ideas for how that would go anyway. So probably not the greatest thing. And I realize after looking into it a little bit that it's pretty much got to be like, TikTok length or something like that. I think it said it's got to be like a minute long or like 60 seconds or less. And yeah, hardly anything I do would be that short. Again, I had a couple of things I could maybe do, but not a lot. So I don't think I could continually rely on that to, keep my YouTube activity going for very long. I'm really debating with myself whether to make this video kind of shorter than normal or go into some other thoughts that I had. I think I'll just take the latter option here. Because, well, okay, so before I would get into any of that, I gotta say, as it relates to being busy and all that, I can't really guarantee how active I'm gonna be on here. I definitely don't feel very motivated, like I said, to do more videos when I'm feeling tired and just lacking time because of work. Especially not, if I'm really honest, Knights of Pen and Paper. It's one of those things where I've already completed the game before, and it does feel a little bit like it's dragging on, but I will try to at least finish it out in some capacity, but just know that it might not be every week. I might have to go back to just doing one video a week in general, if even that, and it might be staggered between different things. I don't know. But anyway, I do have one other video idea that is completely not related to anything gaming, so maybe I could record that right after I record this and have something for next week. I don't know. But anyway, as it relates to any upload schedule, I'm not even gonna say that I'm gonna keep a consistent schedule. I mean, I'm gonna try to at least have something once a week, but I'm not even gonna promise that at this point. It's just, I've had stuff going on, and I've just been busy, and it's kind of hard. I mean, maybe now that I've returned from my trip to Pennsylvania, I can kind of get back to things, but even my work schedule is kind of inconsistent lately. I mean, just this past week, I went from coming in on a day that I thought I was kind of going to have off, came in, worked a late shift, meaning from like 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., and then, the next few days I was doing my sort of more normal shift of 8 to 5. But then earlier today, at least as of recording this, I was at work and I had a really early shift from 5 to 2. So, and it looks like more of those early shifts are kind of coming my way. So I don't know for sure how stuff is going to go. That's the main thing. And shamelessly, I can say that's all the more reason to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell if you're interested and want to keep up with my stuff. It's just, man, I've had some wacky weeks and things have been busy and a little crazy. I'm hoping things will settle down somehow or another before too long. And maybe I could talk about that a bit more in the next video, but I don't want to make this one really, really long because it's supposed to be more update style for this one is what I'm going for. So, yeah, I think that's really all I'm going to say then, at least for now. So, yeah, anyway, guess that's it. As always, like and share if you enjoyed. I mentioned subscribing already. Look down in the description for any other info you might be looking for other social media pages and all that good stuff. all the different ways to interact as well. Leave comments if you have video ideas. If I have people giving me ideas for videos and things that I know y'all will care about, I might be a little more inclined and motivated to actually record more videos and put them out there. So, yeah. Any thoughts? Down below. So anyway, yeah, that's it for now. Hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you for the next one. But until then, stay cool, people.